Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson. I have alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go, and I want to name the video Lights Out, something to keep an eye on. Something to keep an eye on, the lights going out or lights out. Alright, and Lord wills, as brothers can see on the screen, I have this article here from the Zero Hedge, and it says Texas power grid operators urge customers to conserve electricity after 6 plants go offline. Right, so and here in Babylon the Great, a few weeks ago, I think it was the FBI or whatever, one of those branches of Esau came out and warned about the possibility of Russia doing a cyber attack on the grid, all right, or whatever. And even before that, there's always been talk about a chance of an EMP attack on America, which would knock out all the power in Babylon the Great. All right, and so let me go ahead and read some of the article. It says Texas electricity grid operators asked customers Friday evening to conserve power this weekend. Right, so basically they're pretty much putting a limit on how much power you can use. All right, and this is going to spread throughout Babylon the Great until ultimately they just turn it all off together. All right, which I'm gonna get the scripture, which I brought out the scripture through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in some previous videos. But one of the plagues that the Most High brought on Egypt, because the Lord said He was going to smite Egypt with plagues as before. One of the plagues that the Most High brought on Egypt was darkness over the land. All right. In America, spiritual Egypt, over ancient pagan Egypt, the Most High brought darkness upon the land. What the scriptures speak about in Wisdom of Solomon, speaks about apparitions in that darkness. Because the scripture says it's going to be a time never before seen. The Most High could do that again. All right, a thick darkness over the land of America. All right. Texas electricity grid operators asked customers Friday evening to conserve power this weekend after half a dozen generator plants were knocked offline amid another round of unseasonable hot weather. And that would be the killer if they turn the power off. Either or would be devastating in the heat, because it gets hot as hell, like down here in the south, like Texas and Florida and all throughout, Arizona, places like that. Which Arizona's more out west, but though in the south and all that, it gets hot as hell down here. All right, or if they turn it off in the winter, either one of them would be devastating. All right, that heat is devastating, and the cold can get brutal. All right, so you got no heat for the winter, or you got no AC for the summer. That's devastating, man. Which Esau could do that. Because Esau is about to make life very uncomfortable for you niggas here, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right, or everybody in America, really. You Edomites and all. On Friday afternoon, 6 power generator facilities tripped offline, resulting in a loss of approximately 2,900 MWs, which I think is megawatts of electricity. The Electric Responsibility Council of Texas. At this time, all generator resources available are operating. We're asking Texans to conserve power, which again, basically telling you, turn your shit off, man. Turn your AC off for a while. Unplug your phones, unplug your don't watch TV, cut your TV off. All right, basically telling you just turn your stuff off, man. And that's that's life changing here in Babylon. That's never happened. Not since I can remember. When they tell you to turn your power, turn your TVs off at this point in time, turn your lights off. It's like being in prison. All right, but that's what America's about to come to, man. All right, which America already is a prison, but again, this devil's about to show his horns, man. All right. All this time, all generator resources available are operating. We're asking Texans to conserve power, which means turn it off when they can by setting their thermostats to 78 degrees or above and avoiding the uses of large appliances, such as dishwashers, washers, dryers during peak hours between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. through the weekend. Right, man, so all the power could go out soon, man. Lord willing, man. Local newspaper Austin America Statesman said 1 megawatt of electricity power is 200 homes on a hot summer day. That means that megawatts that were offline are enough to power about 58 uh 580,000 homes and noted. Heading into the weekend, ERCOT warns about a heat wave that would send electricity demands to a record levels. Right, so they could turn all of it off in the heat in the time, super hot, man. Nobody wants to be, you want to be in your house. If you're in your house, you don't want to be in the be sitting in the heat, man. You want to be sitting in the nice air conditioner. All right, but again, the Most High is about to make life very uncomfortable for you people here in America, man. All right, um, with 29 megawatts of electricity removed from the grid as energy demands increases, this could strain the state's power system. Power outages in the U.S. show that 14,000 customers in Texas are without power on Saturday morning. Wow. So no AC. Your food is which there's already a shortage of food. Your refrigerator's off. All right, your food could spoil if the electricity is off for a certain amount of days. Yeah, you're in the heat. Very uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable, man. But that's how life's about to be here in Babylon the Great. And again, that's all I want to read from it. But again, this is one of the plagues that the Most High brought on Egypt, on ancient Egypt, darkness over the land. All right. Before I get that, let's go here. Which I brought it out again through the spirit of power, Yahweh should be outside. But we're living in the time of trouble, man. The scriptures speak about Jacob's trouble, man, and all these things consist of the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, a famine, martial law troops in the streets. The power could go out. You could be without power for a number of days. All right, all the gas get extremely high, or all the gas run out. All the gas stations run out of gas. All those things consist of the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, which makes life very uncomfortable, man. People here in Babylon the Great aren't used to that, man. In other countries, like, they might be used to that, but in America, you can't turn on your power. You can't go down the street and buy a burger. All right, you can't go to the store and buy a drink if you're thirsty. All right, people in America aren't used to that kind of lifestyle. All right, but that lifestyle is coming here, man, quick. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. It's like it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, which is another name for America, spiritual Egypt, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Right, smitten with the plagues and the punishment that Most High should bring upon it. All right, and again, one plague that the Most High brought over ancient pagan Egypt was darkness over the land. All right, which again, if an EMP attack happens or Esau just straight up turns off the power, all right, the whole land of America will be in darkness. All right, no lights, no water, in darkness, no street lights, no house lights. All right, just complete and utter darkness. The Most High could cover this, the lights in this. The Most High could bring them plagues back, man. All right. This is go to it real quick. This is Exodus chapter 10, verse 15. It's like it. Okay, that's the plague of locusts. This is Exodus chapter 10, verse 21, which we're coming in the time of the second Exodus, the Exodus out of the land of the north, which is America. All right, it's Exodus chapter 10, verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt, right? Darkness that which may be felt, and that the Most High does put the spirit on Esau to turn the lights off. All right. The whole land of America is going to be in darkness. Again, no street lights, no lights in your house. All right, just complete and utter darkness. And that's when things get ugly, man. That's when looters come out, robbers come out. You won't be able to go to the store to purchase things. So what is that? That's going to turn people to breaking in those stores, looting. And when all the stuff is out of the stores and all that, what's the next step? 2nd Ezra 15 chapter tells you that too. It speaks about spoiling one another's houses for the lack of goods. All right, and it could be in the dark. That's real scary. You don't know where somebody's coming from in the dark. All right, people breaking in your house, pitch dark. All right, spoiling your houses, man. But those are the times we're coming into, man. All right. Uh, the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, which America is spiritual Egypt, even darkness that may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. Right, all the land of Egypt for 3 days. The Most High could do that. The Most High could put the spirit on Esau to turn off the power grid. It did, and no electricity for 3 days or a month. All right, things that get so ugly quick, so ugly quick here, man. All right, the people in America ain't prepared for that. They ain't. Most importantly, half of the people of our people in America ain't spiritually prepared. That's the most important thing. But no, Jake don't got generators. Jake is not what they call self-efficient. All right, they don't grow their own gardens or nothing like that. They depend solely on this system here in America. And once that shuts down, Jake is lost. The most importantly thing, they ain't got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which will keep you stable in those days. All right, it's quickly approaching. Verse 23, and they saw not one another, neither rose any from this place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling. Right, who is that today? That's the elect. They got the spiritual light. All right, the most important thing, the spiritual light. That's the most important thing. Scriptures speak about we're not of the it's like roughly paraphrasing. Lord will, I'm of that number as well. Ye brethren are not in darkness, that they shall overtake you as a thief. And the scriptures speak about the children of light, which is the elect. The elect are the children of light. All right. It's like it. And Pharaoh called to Moses and said, go ye serve the Lord, only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. All right, so again, man, Most High, they've been talking about it. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can put up something else real quick. A real quick article. See something. See, they've been talking about it. Could Russia launch a cyber attack on the U.S. power grid, which would knock out all the power in America? What happens when Russia hackers cyber attacks the U.S. electrical power grid? This is something they could be talking about. Esau has been warning about it. And anytime Esau comes out and speaks about stuff like that, you definitely got to keep your eye on it, man. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers pushing this truth to sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.